All right, guys, welcome back. We got Opic already in the chat here. Things you love to see is we have ourselves a fun matchup coming up here. What division is that? Division 5. Bucket Hat Squad versus... sorry, guys. Got distracted for a second. Bucket Hat Squad versus Lethal Gaming. So a big matchup for both teams. Lethal's made a lot of roster changes recently, but they're sitting there at 0-2 with a 1-6 map count. Kind of in a tough spot. Actually, basically all teams below the top three are kind of in a rough spot, as the top three have kind of separated themselves, have definitely shown they are higher tier teams to this point, at least. I know Bucket Hat's got some pretty good individual talent. Void Nations had some pretty decent showings, but sitting there at 0-2 still. Diffuse has unfortunately kind of been beat up on a little bit. Same with Lethal up to this point, but could very well see Excalibur or Bucket Hat or even this Lethal squad make a push moving forward. But yeah, I mean we've seen a lot of roster moves thus far this season. We've seen a team like Possessed make some roster moves, and they looked incredibly good. Their last matchup after starting out the year 0-2, so it's definitely possible to see some of these teams make a push. Especially as these top teams haven't played each other yet. So, there's going to be a couple losses coming for some of them. If they split evenly, that's kind of unfortunate for the rest of the league. But overall, definitely opportunities there for everybody to catch up a little bit once they start playing. So we will see. I know the second and third place teams in this division play. They unfortunately had to push back their matchup to early next week, but that's going to be a great one as Natural Talent take on Wave Runners, I think, on Tuesday. But either way, going to have some fun matches coming up here as they become more impactful. I'll try to update the map count there. And then also after this, we have Void Clan Gaming versus, who do they play? Lag Gaming. So Void Clan looking to stay tied in first place. Actually, if they either 3-0 or 3-1, they will move into first place in their division. They will take over FCAS for the top overall spot. But that division, the top two teams seem to be pretty set overall. Reverence and Dominance have looked pretty solid at times, but I don't know if they'll be able to keep up with either FCAS or Void. So time will tell, but a lot of good Call of Duty coming up. And then, Patty, what is up? Hope you're doing well. And then we have one more match tonight. It is going to be Excalibur versus FS Nation. I'm sorry, it is Void Nation. I keep getting those messed up. Void Clan Nation. So they will be playing tonight as well. Trying to find casters for them, but hopefully we'll get somebody to cast them. Let's see here. Get in touch with the captains, then we should be good to go. Patty, it is going well. No complaints. How are you doing? Fill me in. Morgan, I think, is on vacation, if I remember correctly. I have to see for sure, but I checked his schedule, and I think he's out of town, or at least until tomorrow. So not a long trip for him, but last time I checked, he was out of town. So let me double check his schedule again, but I think he's gone. And I should have somebody available by then, but we'll see here. Let's see here. What is Morgan got going on? What's today? Yeah, Sunday. He's unfortunately out of town today. Is Morgan done? No worries though. We power on. Yeah, I mean this is kind of what I tell teams is if you wait until Sunday, it's be very tough to cast everything because it brings a lot of issues into, or a lot of different variables into play, like casters not being available and It's tough when you got 6, 7 matches all in one day. If you try to schedule them earlier in the week, it's a lot easier to get them casted. If there's like 3 or 4 per day, that's very easy to do. When it's anywhere from like 5, 6, 7 or more, that's when it gets super dicey. So um, try to have these teams be a little bit cognizant of that, but kind of is what it is. But I'm excited to see these two teams play. I think there's going to be a lot of, maybe not a lot of, like OGs playing, but it's definitely going to be a handful. The entire Bucket Hat squad, definitely XKL and XP OGs. They'll be playing. It'll be fun to see how they do. As I think expectations are kind of high for me personally for that team, but they've kind of struggled to this point. They're sitting there at 1-1 with a 3-5 map count. They kind of got beat up by Trial, which I don't think is a terrible thing, as Trial's the top overall team in this division thus far, but still expect them to at least put up a fight against some of these top teams. And then also this lethal team, they got Opic, obviously, someone that's been around here for quite a while. Excited to see how he does with his new squad. He's someone that's been around for a while, so excited to see how he plays. And I actually don't know if I've really seen Lethal yet this season, so it's going to be new for me to see them. Let's see here. Legend, Trix, J, Opic, JT. Okay. A couple names that I am not overly familiar with, so excited to see how they do. Code Mind, thank you for the follow as we are inching our way towards 1,700. Ooh, I thought we were going to reach 20,000 views total, but it's C4 Plays. What an absolute legend. I hope you found a team, man, because your passion needs to be throttled by or harnessed by some team looking for absolute passion and beams, because that would be incredible. Somebody needs your expertise, your gun skill, your moxie. Somebody needs it. But hopefully we get the invite here shortly. Just working my way up. Of course, I get it. I get it. Put that time in. However, I don't know if this is the game to put the time in, unfortunately. It's just, it's brutal. You can get burnt out if you grind this game. All right, let me touch base with the captains here. Oh, it's chalked this year. Yeah, it is definitely chalked. This year is brutal. I've seen a lot of really good players back or step down this year because this game is just painful. It's hard to motivate yourself to play consistently, and I definitely get that. I mean, I wasn't very good at Black Ops 4, but it was entertaining, and I played it a ton. This game, I just can't do it. I cannot do it. Then again, it doesn't help not having league play or anything. That's something like, even if I'm not good, league play is something to kind of grind for, to try to improve, whatever else. So that's a little bit different. But playing the CDO playlist, this is not the same thing. It's just not. It's not competitive. Well, let me touch base with the captains here, and let's see. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the new COD. I'm hoping it's kind of like Black Ops 1. I think that was kind of set in close to the same time period. The Cold War, I guess, I'm not really sure. I hope they do something similar, though. I really love Black Ops 1. I thought it was a fun game. Um, I guess that and Black Ops 2. Actually, all Black Ops games I liked, but that was back when I was actually good at COD. So hopefully it's similar. Oh, you got me. Okay. Okay. Hold on, Legend. Let me get you here. What do you guys making me do all the work all the time? What's with that? What is with that? There you go. But yeah, the next game will hopefully be fun. I just like I want faster movement, but I don't want like broken movement mechanics. No, you're fine, man. Like I'm all for things being quicker and whatever else. I just the slide canceling's obnoxious. The doesn't help that the servers that we play on aren't good. So like if you're not totally cracked out, it's sometimes hard to like react. And then the colors in this game aren't great either. So like there's times I'll just blatantly stare at somebody and not see them there. I didn't ever have that issue in other games, but this game the color schemes are just not very good either. So hopefully we'll see something great. I feel like Treyarch always makes good games, and it'll be hopefully an improvement from this one. I am happy to see that Warzone's staying in. That was a good addition overall if they can get the cheating figured out. But a new map will be cool in the next game, and hopefully the multiplayer is good. I just don't know, like, I don't know. 2K, no, Void plays at 10:30 Eastern, so we got a little over an hour before they play. We will be casting them as soon as this one's over. So we got that one coming up next, and that'll do it for us on a Sunday evening. So, but thank you for checking in. Thank you, Nightbot, for spamming the Discord. Appreciate that. But this is going to be a fun matchup here. I have not seen this Bucket Hat squad play yet. I think they've been casted a time or two, but I haven't seen them play since they joined. These are, I think, Michael actually helped AS1 win last season, even though that may be some controversy there. Michael, I think, is a pretty straightforward player. Bet was on that team as well. They are bench players, so I'm not sure if they're going to be playing tonight. It looks like Bet is. But Prop and Relusify and Jury and Lukey and Mac, they're all players that were in the Xbox League XCal, so really curious to see how they're going to perform in this game. I haven't seen many of them play since very early on in this game. I think our first season. And then I know most of them chalked it or, stopped playing for a while. So really curious to see how they're going to do. I know in season 1? I think Lukey and Prop had a pretty solid team. I'm not sure what happened, but things fell apart. Opic, I know. I've already touched base on your team. I know, buddy. But it'll be interesting to see how these guys do. Very curious to see what kind of chemistry they have. Their shots definitely aren't the issue. I mean, Prop was very, very good at Black Ops 4. I know Mac was too. Lukey played very early on. He was a very good player. Bet obviously has proven himself in this game. Complex, that bracket is for an old tournament. I'm not really sure what bracket you just asked for, to be honest. Probably last season's playoffs. But we don't have brackets for in-season stuff. I guess I could just actually attach. Hold on. Let me actually update that. Let me see if this works. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Let's see here. Let me see if this works. All right, try that now, Complex. That's our league spreadsheet. Has the divisions, the standings, the rosters and matchups and all that. So if you want to check it out, try to do exclamation point bracket again. I'm a bully? Wow, come on now. I don't know where that came from. I don't think I've ever been called that in my life. But I am excited to see how this new Lethal squad plays. They made some changes. I don't know if it was yesterday or today. Got the message somewhat recently. But they added Opic. I think Opic did play a little bit last season for a couple different teams. Actually, a couple pretty solid teams as well. Season 1, he's been around forever. Very curious to see how their new squad meshes. And this should be fun. Fun to see these two teams go at it. I sadly don't know a ton about this Lethal team outside of Opic, and it's tough because I think the gun skill probably favors Buckethead squad, but knowing their ability to kind of, I don't know about like maybe like lose full or whatever else. They have a ton of talent on that team. I'm just curious to see how their teamwork is going to go. So it'll be interesting to see for sure. And this new Lethal squad should be fun to watch. Oh, Jay is the worst player. Already calling him out. Love to see it. Love to see it. I hope Jay absolutely fries now, since Opic just called him out. But I think we're going to get rolling here really quickly on Gunrunner Hardpoint, a map that we see quite often, especially to start us off. Kind of one of those good maps to get you worked into the series. C4, man, what a great human being. I strive to be more like C4 every day. All right, but let's hop right into us. Chat, if you have predictions, put them in there. I want to see what you guys are thinking. Earlier today, we had a really great matchup as Division 3 or 4? Top teams won at it. Nova Corps versus U.S. Army. Nova Corps won 3-2. Took both search and destroys. We got Bobs in the chat. Love to see it. Well, let's hop on with Legend right away. A player that I personally have not seen. Looks like me rocking the MP5. Watching over this mid jump up a property with a grenade kill. They get traded out by Jay immediately, but here's to see how Jury's going to do. He was a very good player in Black Ops 4. I don't think I've seen him play in this game. It's a name that I haven't seen as much, but excited to see how he's going to play. Searching on a couple. Opic come from the side. He's going to find one. They got to be careful as one coming from the backside. I think JT took out Prop there. He's trying to find a weak spot in the setup. Lukey's trying to come through train tracks. Looks like he's going to find one. And I think he actually did get stopped from trying to flip spawns, but pretty standard start here as Buckethead is taking the early time. Ooh, Opic shot at a dead body there, I believe. That's going to be 3 down in favor of Buckethead. 4 down as Jay may have stopped the push, but they're being swarmed at the moment. He's going to take it up by Bet. And a pretty standard start, I'd say. Prop is going up top. He's going to try to cut down these players. Legend may have found him. Nope, Prop's still alive. He's going to finally get taken out by JT. I think things have finally settled down to the point where Lethal does have a decent setup here. Should be able to get some early time, but Buckethead did get 34 seconds on P1. One that you definitely don't usually see that much time on P1 here. Out of all the first kills, this one is generally the most contest heavy, I'd say. As Lucifi's going to get taken out by JT, who's 6-2 already playing great. And this is a great hold thus far, as Jury's going to pop in and take out, I'm sure this Prop popped in and took out JT. But still, the push stopped as Buckethead. Trying to push in still, but that push is going to be stopped. Jay's going to find Jury on that mid-tracks area, and that's going to be 4 down in favor of Lethals. They're going to start to rotate over, and Tricks gets another kill in rotation as well. So Buckethead's got to be a little bit careful here. If they lose a bunch of these gunfights, it could get a little bit scary, but they finally do cut off what Lethal is trying to do. And Buckethead set up to try to get some time here, but Jay's going to find 3 in rotation. I think it's Legend, or Lukey's the last one here. That grenade did not hit, and Legend's trying to find him. The net dump just pops. He's going to get taken out there. So does Lukey. And Legend trying to play his life as Jury's looking for him. You see Buckethead get some kills in rotation here. And right now, times have been contested. JT's going to find a couple with the grenade. Jay's going to find one as well. Lukey's find 2 of his own. But so far, things going very well for Lethal here. That's going to take out JT. Good pre-aim battle right there. As you look at Jay and JT playing great. 22 kills combined for those two. Look at the other side. Props playing well. 11-9. Looking for some help from the squad though. Lucify and Jury starting slow. Nuki and Bet trying to do what they can. Looks like the rest of this time will go the way of Buckethead as Lethal is set up for P4. I'm curious to see if they're going to be able to push through and try to get spawns for P5. Actually, it looks like they are going to get spawns for P5 right there, so I didn't really see what happened to get them back there, but that's a good change for them, as P4 generally contest heavy. If a team does lock it down totally, that's not something you see a whole lot. That's going to be 3 down in favor of Lethal there. But here's if Buckethead's going to be able to get spawns here. They do have somebody in back. I think number 2 is Optic. Doesn't know he's there. He actually did get the kill on Lukey, so that's a big kill. Time going the way of Lethal, while also holding spawns for P5. As Bet was the only one over there towards the mine carts. He gets taken out. And Buckethead is able to take a slight lead here. Lucify does find 3 towards that wooded area. And it looks like Lethal's probably not going to be trying too hard to push here. Not wanting to risk flipping spawns. Legend not content letting him rack up all this time for free, but it looks like it may not be a choice for him as they get shut down, as Buckethead's going to be taking about a 10-point lead. I'm sorry, 30-point lead going into P5. Back and forth we go. Jay's going to get cut down. He popped the dead silence. That's kind of a waste for him. But still, even with a lot of the gunfights on the way of Buckethead so far, Lethal does still have spawns. They are getting the early time. JT looks right over the 2 players for Buckethead that are pushing through this left side. Are they going to come through Doggy? We'll have to see. They're going to wrap around all the way back, I believe. And Lukey's going to find another. Up to 12 and 10 is Lukey. And that's going to be a break for Buckethead as they do a great job busting in through the front side. I think the 2 players on the left kind of caused a little bit of a distraction. The players coming through the boxes room. Got a lot of the kills as Prop finds 2. Does get turned out by Legend. But this is a great sequence of hills here for Buckethead. They were down about 30 or 40 going into P4. Got most of that time and now broke P5 pretty early on. So they're going to be set up here. Curious as to what Lethal's going to be able to do. I actually wouldn't mind seeing Buckethead try to sell out here to get a lot of time on P1, build themselves like a, thinking like a 70, 80 point lead, allow them to play P2 a little more aggressively, maybe not worry so much about getting breaking in. I forget who was playing a couple days ago, but they held P1 here for like a total of 70 or 80 seconds total through 2 rotations, so they did a really good job of that. Looking forward to see what Buckethead can do. I don't like them not getting time. It looks like they did have somebody in there, but he's going to give up as Jury apparently did not see Tricks pop out of right crates. Their Optic's going to trade out. But lead continued to grow up to about 60 points. As Lucify did not see that player to his left, I don't think. He's trying to make his way through. As Lethal is set up. He got hurt, I believe. That's going to be 4 down, 5 down in favor of Lethal here. As they're going to try to get the rest of this time while also holding spawns for P5. Trying to bring themselves back into it. And with a perfect hold on P2, they will be right back into the game. Oh, as we had a awkward looking encounter there, but Lucify does win the gunfight. And Slang overall is pretty even. Jay is the highest player thus far. The supporting cast for Lethal seems to be struggling a little bit outside of Tricks. Whereas Buckethead squad, from top to bottom, pretty even Slang. Lukey, the bottom player, he's at 15, so nothing to shake a stick at. He's playing pretty well. But you do see some good pushes here from Buckethead as they're trying to push through that left side. Legend trying to get up on top. He's going to get caught from behind, you would think. Oh my. As Jury's going to come in from the front door. He's going to trade up by JT, but trades going back and forth. Time being contested. And finally, Lethal does get the kills in order to hold this for now. As Jay finds another kill. He's at the 24. And now the rotations go down for P3. Lethal going to take the lead here. Jay looks like he's going for the flip if possible. He might get caught. Some shots in on him. He's going to play his life for now. So he's going to get caught by Lucify. And that's going to be a very small lead for Lethal as Buckethead is set up for P3. He'll be able to take that lead right back, barring a crazy push by Lethal. JT trying to fire through the smoke, not in anything yet. That grenade, I think, got taken out by a trophy. This is a great hold so far by Buckethead as no way for Lethal's getting even close to the hill. They're doing a good job from that pipe for cutting down all these players from Lethal that are trying to make their way through Cole. Up to a 20-point lead and growing. 30 seconds left on this hill. So far, perfect for Buckethead. This is where they started to really take off the first time through. So this is definitely one of those areas they feel like they can thrive. Lead approaching 40 points. Looks like Lethal has given up on P3, and they do not have spawns for P5 either, so not a great situation for them going to a hill that's not easy to lock down. As they're going to be, Joel One's trying to lock down this hill after the first time it was Bucket Hat. That's going to get taken out from JT. But good start already for Lethal, as they have trying to stop most of this push, but Bucket Hat's going to be able to mow everybody down as I say that. And you're looking at Jay here, definitely needs some major help. He's playing well, 29-27 with an MP5. He needs his M4s, basically, I think it's JT, and not sure who the second one is, might be Trix. Need a little more help from them to watch over the top. Bucket Hat's had a pretty good run of it here with players just kind of flying all over the place and controlling the pace of the map. Bet's up to 28 kills, playing pretty well. But Lethal not getting any time here on P4. You see Bucket Hat getting the rest of this time as Jade's going to come in and get the last 10 seconds. They're approaching the 200-point mark. They're still going to be a little bit short, going to be at about 190, having to break in on a very difficult hill. Jade did see Luki. He's going to be able to take him out with a little jump shot there. Kills going the way of both teams thus far, but I think it's going to be Bucket Hat getting all the important ones. That's going to be 4 down. Jay from the outside is going to be able to find a couple. Jury through the smoke's going to come on and take him out. And this looks like it's going to be map number 1 for Bucket Hat squad as they play a very good hard point here to take it. I don't think anyone's going to be close enough to get in. And there you are, map number 1 of Bucket Hat squad. That was a really good map overall. I don't think the side of Lethal can keep up with the slang of Bucket Hat squad, and that's kind of what I was trying to say beforehand is like maybe the teamwork overall for Lethal is a little bit better, but the slang from top to bottom for Bucket Hat is what's going to take them over the top in my eyes. You see Bet and Prop combined 63 kills with over 2 minutes combined in the hill. Definitely mixing it up as Prop 32 and 25. A lot of engagements. Then you have Jury sitting there with over a minute in the hill. Lukey had over 2 minutes. A lot of hill time for their entire team. But I think that might be a issue for them moving forward. Having that time distribution is nice. But the teams that are really good at hard point don't stack the hill like that. They'll have 1 or 2 people there, but then really push out the enemy, trying to stop them further up in the map instead of just kind of hunkering in. We've seen that quite a bit, especially on Gunrunner, because you can really cut off a lot of those offensive pushes from like Boiler, mid-map, Green. There's a lot of places where you can shut down the offensive pushes. We didn't see it a ton here from BHS, but just their slang overall is what allowed them to take that. But a good start for Bucket Hat squad as they're trying to get themselves back in the playoff conversation for Division 5 here. It's going to be tough, but I think they do have the skill overall to pull themselves back into it. You definitely expect Trial, Wave Runners, or Natural Talent to pick up a loss or 2 at some point. Bucket Hat's 1 loss did come to... Who did they play? I think it was Natural... No, it was Trial. Okay, so the top overall team. So not a bad loss by any means. I don't remember how close the series actually was, but Trial has been very impressive thus far. Okay, can I... okay. There we go. But they play... Let's see here, Bucket Hat. They play Void Nation next week, so that is a matchup they should feel pretty good about. Then they play Wave Runners week 5. That's a big matchup for sure. Wave Runners have looked really, really good. Then they play Caliber week 6, a matchup they should be feeling pretty good about. But that week 7 matchup against Natural Talent could be a big-time teetering point for this team. They're they're one that I think, just looking at their team, I feel like they should be a playoff team, just, name and talent-wise, given, I mean, I've seen these guys play all kinds of games the last year and a half, so I obviously have a little more confidence in them than probably people that don't know them do. But I think if they make the playoffs, they could definitely make some noise. They have a lot of very individually talented players on their team. So curious to see how they're going to look here in the Search and Destroy as we are going back to Gunrunner. But in respawns, I don't think they should have many issues at all. If Jury is on your team and not the top Slayer, or is actually the bottom Slayer, you should feel pretty good about what the rest of your team is doing, because Jury is a solid player in his own right, and he's got the help of everybody else. So this switch to the AR meta, I think, does favor the Bucket Hat squad for sure. They have some very good AR players, and don't get me wrong, their sub players are solid as well, but kind of fits their play speed a little bit better, in my opinion. But here we go, going to round 1, map 2. Looks like Jay's going to be working the outside of the map here. Legends going to find Jury. He takes him out first blood in favor of Lethal. Jay's going to find Bet. 2 early kills going the way of Lethal here. Strix just been watching the flank. Nothing happened thus far. Oh, but Rootsfall actually comes through green. He's going to take out one. And Opic's going to take out Lukey. That's going to be a 4v1 with Rootsfall the last one alive. He's going to drop. And that's an early round win for Lethal Esports as they pick apart the side of Bucket Hat. And something to keep in mind, I always, or I hate bringing it up, but I always have to, is, the host situation. I think the first map was Bucket Hat host. Now we're switching to Lethal, so curious to see as to how that's going to affect things. Looks like maybe we got a little skippage going on. Ooh, Lucify's gonna throw the smoke down. I'm hoping the glitching's on my end. If someone's glitching this bad, Lucify's gonna. Nope, definitely on their end. Somehow Lucify wins that gunfight though. I don't really know how, as he's gonna take out Trix as well. I don't really know what the issue is here. Looks like we do have some connection issues majorly, as 2 players do lag out for Bucket Hat. Yeah, this host looks like it's struggling. I'm not sure if I can check what my ping is because I'm not playing. We got some issues, but it's gonna be a 2-0 lead for Lethal. Gonna see if we can get a host switch. It looks like there are some major host issues here, and it doesn't even seem like it's only against Bucket Hat squad. It seems like some players for the side of Lethal were struggling as well. So we'll have to see what happens, but hopefully we get a stoppage here. Luckily, with it being Search and Destroy, we can stop it and restart it with the other team up 2-0, as those first 2 rounds will count. But it definitely seemed like there were some internet issues there. Yeah, definitely not going to be BHS's round. Since it was played out, it's going to be a Lethal round. Had they shot bodies or something beforehand, or whatever, maybe it would have been a draw of a round. But because it actually was played, it's going to be a Lethal round. There's for a 2-0 lead. But hopefully we get this host situation figured out, because that was painful to watch. You could see people just glitching everywhere. I'm not sure if the Bucket Hat squad players left or if they got kicked. Either way, not a good host, that's for sure. Scuba, it looks like we're going to have a restart with a different host, hopefully. because that was brutal. Not sure whose host that was, but people were just hopping everywhere. I thought they were using dedicated, but I'm not sure. I didn't check before they started it. And it's now just myself and Lukey hanging out. Love to see it. Unfortunately, this game has had some major server issues. It's not great. I don't know why, as the newer games come out, the servers get worse. It's kind of just mind blowing to me. But it'd be great if at one point one of these developers could actually make sure that these servers were going to be dedicated and have it be universal, not just for certain types of matches. But that's okay. Definitely not 12 hertz. That's 12 hertz is brutal. It's never fun. Seen some crazy movement in this game due to the servers being bad. I think we're going to get a restart here pretty quick, guys. Just waiting for an invite, and then we'll get rolling. But it is going to be a 2-0 lethal lead. Everyone that's hanging out, I appreciate you for being here. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday evening. Having a nice, relaxing finish to your weekend. I don't know why Prop joined me. Just got the Minnesota gear on. Love to see it. I think most of these guys are actually in Minnesota, so that makes sense. Or from Minnesota. I definitely know Prop is. I assume Lukey is too. We're just waiting for an invite here. Let me double check and see if Legend has got an open lobby. Not joinable for Jay. That's not great. Not joinable for Legend. Nobody's joinable. Unfortunate. Well, we'll see if and when we get the invite here, guys. But you could definitely tell watching the that second round in particular, there were some major issues. People were skipping everywhere. I'm not even sure how Relusify actually got 2 kills out of it, but kudos to him for being able to play through that. I don't know how he got that to work, but either way, there's the invite. Awesome. Did they switch sides? It should still be. I think Lethal should be Coalition, but we'll see what they come up with here. It should be 2-0. I mean, if you guys, like, honestly, it comes down to what you guys agreed on. If the host was so bad, which is kind of what it looked like, and you guys agree on restarting, then restarting's fine. But by our rules, Lethal is up 2-0, but obviously the host seemed like it was struggling immensely. So at the very least, it should be probably 1-0 Lethal, but it was pretty obvious to tell the host was not very good. So a restart would not be shocking, or it's pretty understandable. So hopefully we get this straightened away quickly so we can get rolling. I think the captains are just trying to figure out what they're going to do here. Then we will hop back into map number 2 with Bucket Hat Squad up 1-0. In case you guys didn't get to watch earlier. Awesome, Jaden. Yeah, Jaden, if you want to hop on B-Stream and handle the Excalibur versus Void Nation matchup, that would be huge. And I will grab the 1031 as well, so we can just kind of have a smooth night, not have to worry about anything. That would be very, very helpful. But I think we're going to hop right into it here. I assume Lethal's going to be up 1-0 because the side of Buckethead Squad is on Coalition. So that gets me a 1-0 lead for Lethal here. Glad the captains got to work it out. I know people always come and ask me for answers on stuff, but I just always prefer to have the captains work it out because it's just a much better understanding that way. And most captains do understand situations and are like, they definitely get it. What, Jaden? Jaden, I got that one at 10:30. If you can grab Excalibur versus Void Nation at 10, that would be good. As we do see a little bit of a host change here. Looks like Buckethead's playing a little bit better. Drop's gonna almost take out JT. He's got to back down though, 3v3. As Bat's actually gonna take out Tricks there. And the bomb's gonna be going down here. Prop's gonna put it down. He's gonna allow his teammates to try to get in position. So far, Prop's gonna get challenged and have to back down a little bit there. As he's gonna end up finishing, or Bat's actually gonna finish off Legend. That's gonna be a good round for Bucketheads. They tied up at 1 round apiece. Jaden, when you can, send me your Activision ID so I can send it to the captain of one of the teams. I know I had it at one point, but I can't remember what it is. But a good round there with a better host as Buckethead does tie it up. Oh, come on, game. Let me switch. Kills going back and forth. Slight life advantage here for Lethal, but Jay's going to find another. It's going to be a 4v2. Bomb down. He finds Jay. Can he find Legend as well? That'd be a big kill. Legend's going to re-challenge. He didn't get the kill. I would love to switch him, but it's struggling here. That's going to be another round for Lethals. They go up 2-1. But back and forth we go. I think, yeah, it still is 2-1, I believe. Buckethead trying to tie things up here in offense once again. They had a very good offense around the last time. Sure, he's going to find JT to start things off. I think he actually went through bathrooms there. Lukey's going to find Jay. Shutting him down is an important kill as he made a big-time play last time. As Lukey's going to pop out and take out Opic there, who was trying to creep through Cole. Now he's working his way around the flank. With the bombs going down, or is down on B. That's going to be a 4v1 hover with the Legend last one alive. I think he knows Lukey's over here. He's going to be able to find him. Oh, we've got some bad timing. He's about to shoot him. Oh, he get some shots there. It's a take out for Lucify. Big kill. He's going to be pinched. That's going to be another round for Buckethead Squad as they tied up at 2 rounds apiece. For those that are just joining us, if you are confused as to why it's 2 rounds apiece, we had a little bit of restart to the host issues on the side of Lethal, as Lethal did win the first round. For you guys looking for Void Clan, taking on, who do they play? Void Clan plays Lag Gaming. That's coming up at 10:30 Eastern, so after this match, we will hop over to them. But first things first, got to get through this match. As Lukey starting up 4-1 here, playing great. He's You see Jury push right through green. He did get a kill, but he got traded out by Legend almost immediately. 4v4. But you see Prop sitting mid-map. I think he does hear somebody behind him. I'm not sure if that was a teammate or... Nope, definitely an enemy. I think it's Legend behind him. Prop's head silence just finished off. We see as a player run right in front of him. Crucify finds one on the front side as well. And now it's a 4v2. Now these players for Lethal are just trying to find some type of pick, but Bucket Hat doing a very good job of not over-peaking. The only way Lethal can really get themselves back in this round is by getting an easy kill or two. That's worst case scenario for Bucket Hat. All they have to do is play patiently, just sit back and make Lethal push towards them. As Prop's going to take out Tricks, he's going to be a 4v1. JT last one alive. He's going to get shot from top crates. That's going to be a 3-2 lead for Bucket Hat. Have won 2 rounds in a row here. They're doing a great job keeping Lethal in front of them, not allowing them to push through. And really, the last 2 rounds have been big because Jervis has played very aggressive mid-map. I don't even know if he's really played behind smokes, but he's just going to push through mid-map, trusting his ARs to watch over him. He's gotten first blood both times, I believe. First time right by bathroom, second time in green. So he's been making some big-time plays. Let's try to find him here. As he's going to throw on a smoke, try to fake the A push. I don't think anybody from Lethal actually saw that smoke, as they didn't react much. Well, I guess there are 2 over there. Lethal, or Jury's just trying to mess around in pipes here. Not really going to find anything, as the rest of his team is watching towards B. And there's actually only one person over there. That's Opic over by B. As Jury did get some information. Opic did get taken out by Relucify, as he was the last one over by B there. Bomb should be going down. Oh, Trix actually takes out Prop, who was the bomb carrier. Can I switch players, please? Game, can I do it? As Relucify finds one, Lukey finds one. Easy enough. Oh, Brett's going to find Trix. That's going to be a 3v1. Last one alive is going to be JT, as he's going to be pushing towards mid-map. Might get some good timing here, but he's not going to get to that connector in time. He does not have an M4. And that's going to be some shots in on him. He's going to avoid the grenade for now, as he's just trying to play his life, trying to get that back. Made it find some good timing. Bet, though, oh, Bet's going to get taken out. JT does find him. That's going to be a 2v1. He's going to try to go through. Jury is going to get some shots down. JT played his life for now. Somehow is not taken out. Lukey is getting shot at, shooting at him as well. And with only 12 seconds left, that's not going to be enough time, as he's going to get maybe taken out. There it is. Jury finally finds him. 3 rounds in a row for Bucket Hat Squad as they are up 4-2. They've done a really good job. They've won kind of different ways. They've played aggressively. They've played passively. They've tried to throw smoke and be deceiving, which I think worked a lot better the last round than I expected. It seemed like Lethal didn't really respond to it, but there were two people watching that push towards A, and then there were 2 more kind of mid-map watching over for some type of cross. So Opic was the only player by A there. I would have preferred to see Prop put the bomb down quicker, but he just kind of played it a little bit too aggressively, pushed up and got killed. It didn't end up hurting them at all. And Jury's going to find first one once again, but JT's going to find Bet. Lukey's going to take out JT. As trades are going back and forth, Opic finds one. Oh, he almost took out Lukey. Big kill there. It's now a 2v1. Trick's last one alive, and this could be a huge round for Bucket Hat as they are trying to get 1 round closer to finishing off map number 2. A clutch here from Trix would be enormous as they're trying to find this player. Jury trying to find where he's at. He's just in a yucker grenade. And it's going to kill him. Unbelievable grenade there from Jury. As he just chucks it to get some information. It sticks him and gets the kill anyways. Unbelievable stuff by Jury. That's very, very unlucky for the side of Lethal there, as he was looking mid-map and just got a turret and flicked one, and he went ahead and stuck the player for Lethal. Very unfortunate. But now they are 1 round away from finishing off map number 2. Poor Trix there was just not ready for it. As Jury finds first blood yet again. That is, I think, the 3rd or 4th round. As JT, I don't think there are Jury down below him. Uh-oh, Jury. Jury's going to get out of this life somehow as JT's pushing him. He's going to take him out, and that's going to be a 3v2 in favor of Lethal there. And Jury really had a chance to make some big plays there. I don't know how he didn't see JT standing up on top, as Bet's going to get some shots in. Trix is going to be there to trade out, though. Good bait by JT. And Lukey, last one alive. He's actually all the way on the flank. Not sure if he's really going to be able to find anything, but JT sensing it. He's going to get some shots in. Unfortunate timing as Lukey actually slid out. And that's going to be round number 3 for Lethal as they keep themselves in it. A good round there. And Jury really had a good opportunity to make a big play there. Unfortunately, he just couldn't figure out where JT was. He was sitting up on a box, and Jury couldn't quite pin him down. Top on with Jury as he's been the first blood machine for his squad. He's going to do it again. Pushes right into green. This guy is just playing at an otherworldly speed. He's going to find one. He almost plays too fast. I feel like if Jury could play that fast or initially and then slow things down as Bet just face plants the crate there. As Opic's going to find the first 2 kills for his squad as it's now 4v3. Bet trying to hold things down. I don't think he sees the player to his left. Oh, he's going to get... And Opic's going to get some shots and not able to finish him off as he's going to get it with his life for now. He's going to try to get this guy oil. He's going to get some shots in, run out of bullets, or almost run out of bullets. And Bet trying to play a lot, or stay alive here. Barely eluding death. As Opic just going to get the bomb down. Smart play. Trix does finds Bet. Lukey does respond, takes out Trix. 3v2. Lukey and Prop. And these players for Lethal are just going to back up here. Opic may have gotten some information there as JT's going to take out Prop. Lukey's getting some shots in, but once again, he's on the flank, not able to do much. He's going to get taken out. That's going to be a 5-4 lead for the side of Bucket Hat as Lethal's working their way back into this. 2 rounds in a row for them. Bobs, it's because this game's codcaster is terrible and it's not easy to get to people quickly, unfortunately. Black Ops 4 was way easier to find people and immediately switch to them. This game takes like 5 seconds just to rotate one player. We are going to see an A hit here for Bucket Hat. This looks like it may work out well. There's really nobody over here. There's one watching, but I think Prop did take him out. Great start for Bucket Hat. As, Jury almost gets tagged up. He's playing about as quick as he can once again. I feel like if he slowed... Zate, it is 5-4. We had a quick map reset, so it was after Lethal did get a round win. As Bat's going to find one on the flank. That's going to be 3v3. Bat's actually kind of pinned down here. He's going to take out Opic as well. It's a huge kill. JT did find Lukey. 2v2. And, that's a tough gunfight there. Bat's got to play that smart. He's going to back down. Smart play by him. But the bomb is down on B site, so this is looking very... is down on A site. As Bucket Hat's got to find at least 1 kill here. As Relucify's looking for somebody. I don't think he's got any information yet. Bat's going to pop dead silence. What will he be able to find here? Player for Lethal is just sitting in the corner. Oh my gosh, Bet almost turned on him. But Legend to get the kill. 25 seconds left. Plenty of time for Relucify to find this kill. He's going to get the kill. That's going to be map number 2 for Bucket Hat. Sorry, guys. I wish I could have switched to that. But like I was saying, this game's codcaster is about as slow as it gets. There's nothing snappy about it, so... Ooh, that was a cool sound effect. I haven't heard that one before. But a good map there for Bucket Hat. To get themselves to 2-0 in the series. They've looked really good here. I hate to say it because Jury got a lot of first bloods, but I think that map would have been way easier for him if he just would have slowed down a little bit. That's kind of just what Jury does. But he had some opportunities to get first blood and then play his life. But it seemed like every time he got first blood, it was his mission to just keep killing or to die in the process. So at some point, that can be really helpful. But when it's every single round, it's a little bit tough. You know, it's great to get first blooded or to get first bloods for your team. But when you're constantly getting traded out, it maybe doesn't have the same effect as it could. As I think we're actually going to stay on this host, maybe. What's it looking like? As we're going to get into the Hackney domination here, map number 3. Bucket Hat Squad trying to put this away in 3 maps. But the side of Lethal didn't look bad there in search. You know, maybe they played a little bit too passively, and that's kind of hard to not do when you have Jury just sprinting at you from the start. But maybe finding ways to set that up, because he did it literally every round. So being able to adapt mid-map, that's something I definitely want to see them work on. Trying to find ways to counter what your opponent's doing. And it's not like Jury was really hiding what he was doing. They weren't even throwing smokes for him to sprint behind. He was just going right for it. And he was trusting his teammates to watch over him, which they did a pretty good job. But really, he just got 2 points before Lethal could even be there to stop him. So impressive map there. Do I have the teams wrong? I do. They switched on me. Well, guys, the team name are wrong up top. They switched them on me, unfortunately, but I will do my best to keep you up to date on what is happening. But a pretty standard start here, as it was a side of, I think it was Bucket Hat that started on the, I'm sorry, it's Lethal that started on the good side. They had the A start, A spawn side already. And you see, nobody has that B flag yet, and Lethal is going to be able to lock that down. So they have the early A-B hold. Definitely the preferred side. A lot like Gunrunner as well. The only map where B and C is preferred is, I believe, Petro. As we're going to see Bucket Hat get a couple kills here as they work their way towards B. Literally letting know that B is wide open for him. I think now might be a little bit too late. They're going to be able to neutralize it, but that's going to be an A and C hold for the side of Bucket Hat. It's a little bit strange. They don't have B yet, so not a full triple cap. But they are holding each team's home flag. An interesting strat. Don't see that very often. As A looks like it's going to be trying to be contested from Lethal. But nothing happening yet, as I'm not sure who's over there. Who's number 8? That's Lucifi's over by the A flag. As he's going to find another kill. He's going to be clearing this off. Players are kind of spawning all over the place at this point. Kind of a strange map as Lucifi takes out Optic. Those are some shots. Jade's going to respond and take out Lucifi. That should allow them to get A at least, as Jury is going to take out JT. And that's going to be an A setup. I just want to see Bucket Hat respond better to what Lethal is doing. They've had opportunities to get B. They just seem to be very passive when going for it. All right. Sorry, guys. If you asked a question, my laptop's getting a piece of shit. For some reason, my Wi-Fi randomly stops working on it. We're just gonna restart this thing. But Lethal here, still with a decent hold. I feel like this Bucket Hat could have a lead here if they were better at calling out how many people are still up, and then working their way towards speed. They've gotten 3 or 4 down consistently, and are going to be able to do it again here. As Optic somehow Optic does punch Fluky to death, as that's going to be 4 in response for Lethal there. And what looked like an opportunity for Bucket Hat to work their way towards B, they get turned back in a pretty unfortunate way. As Bucket Hat did find 3. And then Lukey just got punched to death, unfortunately. So unfortunate there, as Jay's controlling top L here, doing a good job of pulling things down for his team. And C is going to be neutralized. Looks like the spawns may have flipped a little bit, as that's going to be A back in favor of Bucket Hat. But With only a minute and a half left, they have to have a pretty good finish this half in order to actually capitalize on that A side. Let's just take a shot in the back here momentarily. You'd think Prop's gonna take him out. That's going to be 4 down in favor of Buckethead. And now you have to go for B. Just go. They, for some reason, have multiple players going towards C. I don't really know why they're pushing that far out. They do get the kills, but a little bit strange. I don't know why you commit that much over there. As they finally do get B, Prop basically by himself gets it. Should have had some help over there to take that, but I guess Dom, unless you played a lot, it's kind of a strange game. It's number 3. That's the Legend trying to rotate back towards A. And this is why you don't send with that many people over there. You need to have someone kind of playing free safety over there, trying to hold things down. As he's going to be neutralizing A over here. B is still in hands of Bucket Hat. Ooh, but Prop stops Legend. That's a big kill. As A is going to go back in the hands of Bucket Hat here. And they're doing a good job of bringing themselves back into this with 30 seconds left. Legend could not win that gunfight there. But with these kills, we see Lethal trying to get B. They are not able to do it. JT's the last one here. He's going to get taken out. And this is going to be about a 10-point game for Lethal as we go into the second half. But Bucket Hat is going to have the ideal starting side as they are only down 10 points here. And guys, if you are just joining us, I apologize. The team names are backwards up top, so if you hear me calling things out backwards, that is why. As we're going to see Jury once again going for C right away. Doing it by himself, I don't dislike. I think that's a really smart play. As B is going to go in the hands of Bucket Hat here early on. They're going to be able to make their way towards this lead Okay, so B is finally captured. Took a little bit longer than expected. But Jury's trying to watch this top green area. He's going to be able to find JT, so Jury's on a 2-kill spree. Bet playing well, 15 and 7. Optic trying to find an opening and make his way towards A. But he's going to get shot in the back. And I want to see someone from Bucket Hat get top L. That's the main spot to control this side of the map. You can just do so much work over there. Prop's going to be able to get some shots in. He's going to die to Jay somehow, as he does end up killing with the grenade anyways. But we see a lot of yellow in the kill feed as Bucket Hat's making their way back into this. Only down, going to be about 2 or 3 points here. But Legend trying to go for A. I think Rusify doesn't know he's here. He's going to put in the corner. He's going to get the kill. As Legend was not expecting that. Great play by Rusify there. As B is still in the hands of Bucket Hat as they're about to tie this up and then take a slight lead. I think that's going to be Prop over by C. He's going to neutralize it and may actually be able to grab it. He's actually going to choose to just back down and work his way towards B as he does know there's some pressure here. Trick does hear some player behind him. Bet wins a big gunfight. And this is looking very, very good for Bucket Hat here. They have started off this half phenomenally, doing a great job of holding this A-B setup. They haven't left on at all, but that's going to be a big kill for Legend as he gets an entry kill into B. And the stun's going to somehow kill Bet there as Rusify and Prop find a couple. B starting to be taken down a little bit, but Prop coming from top L. This is a huge position if he can get here in time. But his teammates shut everything down as he gets grenaded almost. Somehow he's still alive. He's going to come from behind. Can he get another kill? He only finds one. He's going to be able to play his life for now. Trix is finally going to be able to come there and take him out. But this lead for Bucket Hat continues to grow. Lucify does see a person going for A. And Jury's going to find 3 in a row. Oh, but Legend takes out Lucify. That's been a 1v1 gunfight we've seen a handful of times already. Bet trying to come from the backside. I don't know if he's going to expect this player to not be there. Legend came from behind. Great play for him as he did pop that silence. And this is a huge flip for Lethal. As the lead was starting to grow for Bucket Hat. I think Jay should know someone's coming for him from top L. And that's going to be Lukey or Lucify combining to take out that player on B. But it's finally going to be captured by Lethal. As the spawns have flipped. I think actually Bucket Hat does still have A somehow. I don't really know how they kept those spawns. This is working out well for them. They're going to be able to get B back. Just like that. Their A-B setup is back in their hands. JT on the flank once again as he's I think finally got spawns for his team. And that's going to be the flip that Lethal is looking for. With the lead is 17 points. You see Buckethead trying to get the kills towards B, but Legend's going to, I think, finish off most of it. Roost by the last one there. Prop actually towards A, trying to stop whatever Trix was doing. He's going to be able to neutralize this, you would think. Oh, Prop almost won that gunfight. As Lukey is watching towards the push for C, but he's not going to find anything yet. This has been a very back and forth map. That's going to be 3 down for Buckethead. That's going to be 4 or 5 on all of them down. You'd think they should be able to get B here very easily. Prop going straight through to Ace. Very smart play, as he didn't expect his teammate to be there. As JT was looking the wrong way. He's going to get taken out from behind, and this is going to be a perfect setup for Buckethead to finish this map, or map 3 off, as Lukey's going to find a couple more. And this looks like it might be the dagger, as Buckethead's up 20 points and growing. Prop almost gets grenaded, but he's going to play his life. Lukey is just gunning everybody down. He's 25 and 14. Great team effort here, as Prop's just been kind of the pain in the butt player, trying to play for home flags and just kind of going all over the place while everyone else is slaying out. And this is going to, I don't think there's any way that actually make this comeback unless they 3-cap it immediately, which is not going to happen. And an impressive showing here for the side of Buckethead against the new look Lethal. As Relucifies and gets some shots in the player on B. Not going to matter with 20 seconds left. Buckethead will pull away at the end. An impressive showing here as Relucify plays well. Vet and Lukey play great. You see the AR presence for Buckethead really step up. And they're going to improve to 2-1 here on the season, as they have to be pretty happy about the way their match went tonight through 3 weeks sitting there at 2-1 with their only loss to the top team in their division. So they have a couple of big-time matchups coming up in the next couple of weeks. Actually, I think it's just next week that they have a big one, or week 5. I can't remember what it is. In week 7 against Natural Talent. But they have put themselves in a position to really make a push. But GG's to both sides, guys. My laptop is still having some major issues, so I unfortunately have not been able to read chat here. But I'm going to call it here for this stream. We do have Void Clan coming up next. Void Clan versus, who do they play? I've said it a handful of times, but it's going to be Void Clan next in about 15 minutes or so. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. We'll be back on this channel. And if you are looking for a little filler between then, if you want to go check out our B stream, that is Excalibur versus Void Clan Nation, as we're going to have Void Clan, the actual Void Clan gaming on the A stream here at 10:30. So that is going to do it for me for now, guys. I'm going to cut this off so we can put the VOD on YouTube, but I will be back with you here momentarily. Thanks, guys.